Alright, how you doing? Jacques Morels here, aka Jacques, and I'm sitting here with Morels, Justice League, Silent Records, one of my brothers. I mean, how are you today, man?
I'm chilling.
What are we doing here today?
Today we are shooting a video for the Hold You Down remix with Morels and Big Crit.
Remix is crazy.
Thank you, dog.
Remix is crazy. It dropped the other day. I don't know if you guys have, make sure you guys find somewhere to download that because, I mean, that's just the way the
It's
industry
everywhere.
is now.
And you just type laws over time and Google will pop right up. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying?
Laws Hip Hop. What's your Twitter?
The Twitter is twitter.com/LawsHipHop. It's LAWSHIPHOP. Same thing for the MySpace and the YouTube. Everything is Laws Hip Hop.
Alright, dope. But I mean, of course, you've been in many interviews. I mean, that's where the internet is. Like, interviews come out every 5 seconds. But I have like a personal vendetta here. What I really want to talk about is the Paul McCartney tape that I've heard you talk about so much. Can you explain to me, like, and before we get into the actual tape, the old 1960s hip hop, 1960s rock, UK rock. How does that come to influence your music? Like,
because like what's happening with hip hop right now, with all these young cats coming out, like people actually connecting with them. It's kind of like it reminds me of like the British invasion. All these new bands came out of nowhere, and all these kids were like, it was like a great time for music. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is the same thing. I was gonna do it regardless, but like it feels appropriate. Because that movement to me parallels what's happening with the younger generation of hip hop right now.
That's another thing I noticed too. I feel like hip hop is kind of walking the same paths as rock did back in the 60s and 70s.
It's supposed because it was rebellious and it was fun, and that's what brought back to rap. Lyricism and stage presence and personalities and all the rappers are so different from each other. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's like their own character. You know what I mean? And it's exciting. It's really
Do you think that's because of the fact that sales aren't record sales aren't that big anymore? You think it's more what else you have to bring to the table besides how much you can sell? Like,
I think there's kind of a washout going on. Yeah. The average fan is starting to learn about things outside of their little circle on the radio and TV and demand a little bit more from artists. You know, but on the other half, these artists, the young artists have to learn how to deliver good music as well as be good MCs. You know what I'm saying? Which is some things that a lot of people are still learning how to do, as well as myself. You know?
What's the difference for you, like between being a good MC and just being a musician? Like,
because like I was always an MC. You know what I mean? Like I was an MC since I was 14 years old. You know what I mean? And I was a battle MC. You know what I mean? So it was a very specific type of rhyme I did. Aggressive, braggadocio, punchlines. That was all I did. And but I love music. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way. On my mixtapes, I love hip hop, but I love electronic and I love rock, so I'll do that too because it's like the way I see it is, an artist looks for a way to creatively express himself. Yeah. And when when he's exhausted one medium, he'll go to another source. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm hitting another ceiling. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what artists need to do. Don't be scared of your own talent. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys get stuck in a little rut and they want to grow. But for the most part, we have a lot of good musicians. You know what I'm saying? Or at least people that are going to be good musicians, which is the most exciting thing. Because I think the next 5 years in rap is going to be, if everyone gets in that you're supposed to get in, it's going to be fun.
The way it looks,
because everyone knows everybody, you know what I'm saying? Some people are crabs, some people are fuckboys, some people are cool, you know what I mean? And for the most part, the people I've associated with are really cool, and I want to see them do nothing but succeed and make a lot of money and run the game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It seems like, I feel like noticeably that the beef is kind of dead. Whereas 10 years ago, beef was important. I think beef is dead now. It's not really as important.
I think it's more now like I rap better than you. That's what kids have this mentality. Like, I'll spit you. And that's cool because that's what makes people go in. Like me and Emilio were talking about this. And I'm sure Chris feels the same way. Like when I told him Hold You Down remix, I was thinking, yo, this kid is gonna body this first. So you always rap a little bit harder when you're on the track with other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think is missing, I mean, it's coming back though. It's competition again.
It's about who's better.
It's good. Yeah.
So back to the Paul McCartney thing. We were discussing it earlier. How did Paul McCartney get there? I mean, you just don't seem like the person to be making a Paul McCartney tape, especially in hip hop. To be honest, I guarantee you, most of these artists can't even name 5 songs from Paul McCartney.
A lot of Beatles fans can name 5 songs from Paul McCartney. You know what I'm saying? Because it's solo work. I don't know, man. I just my parents were. I'm a music fan. I'm a big music fan. Yeah. My parents are avid music fans. Huge. My whole family. It's a house of music. And you know, my mother was a Beatles fan, my father was the Rolling Stones fan. You know, two dichotomies of English music, and you know, I just loved all that stuff. I had an interest in soul music and rock music from an early age, and Paul McCartney, always to me was one of my favorites, man, because he would write the most amazing melody compositions. He has one of the most amazing voices in music of all time. He's such a powerful, bluesy voice that comes from this guy. You know, and I was always fascinated with his music. And who isn't? Like, I mean, Paul McCartney's a phenomenon.
Yeah.
He's the highest grossing artist of all time. So, and I was like, why hasn't anybody ever done this before? And then the same thing with the electronic music. I'm like, yo, let me take this old McCartney record called Knocking at the Door. I'm gonna say it now because it's coming out. I don't care if someone else uses it. And I had a big instrumental section and I rock it. But I wrote about what we were singing about. And then I let Justice League there. My homie said, like, yo, we should do more of these. This shit's fresh. It was gonna be on 4.7. And I was like, alright, cool. So I put it to the side. And then I got one with Fed 9, one of my producers. Yeah. And we sat down and I was like, yo, I wanna do tracks that don't have instrumental sections. So what we did was, we found a track that I really liked, and me and Fed would replay from scratch the whole entire song, trying to filter our instruments to sound as much like his, mix it all together so it sounds like a duet. So I have all this instrumental sections around, and I'm writing about what we're singing about. So it sounds like a remix. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually it's a remix that is years in the making.
And I don't feel scared to saying it now, because if I would have said it 5 months ago, I wouldn't have told people I did. But now there's no way anyone can complete that in a month without done it. Like when people hear it, they're yo, like this is my most personal project ever. I can tell the whole entire story of my life before I met Justice League. So all fucked up shit that was going on to like now. It's a complete narrative project, and I think the way I did it, it'll be something that a McCartney fan who's like 50 years old can appreciate. It's gonna be a treat. Anytime something new with anything Beatles related comes out, I'm like,
people always like grab it.
Yeah, and I can't sell it, it'll probably get shut down and they gotta get cease and desist for it, you know what I'm saying? But it's still gonna be out there, it's coming out. You know, stop it. I'm gonna be the first one to give that shit to everybody I see, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's gonna get it because it bridges age gaps. And my main thing with music is the sad thing about hip hop is there's such a generation gap. There's so many older people who don't know what good hip hop is.
And they're angsty. They feel angst towards people like us, especially who are the same generation. You know, they feel angst to us because they think that we're messing it up. You know,
and you know, I'm sure there's gonna be people who are like, oh, you're defacing the music, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really contributing to it, and in some cases, like dare I say, like increasing the value of it. Because I really put time into these songs, and I love these songs. It's only like 10 or 11 records. Mick Boogie's hosting it. It's gonna be next month. I don't know what day, but next month. Because over time that just came out was cool. That's only like 5 new records. I know people were waiting for like half a year for something new for me. Yeah. I was gonna drop over time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's gonna be, and then the album.
Then the album. Do you have a name of the album?
Yeah, it's gonna be called Morels.
So in the show, boys, please tell me about the let's go.
I'm not gonna put him in chronological order, but like maybe I'm amazed. Mr. Bellamy's a beautiful song. Feet in the Clouds. Calico Skies, that's CALICO. It's one of the best love songs ever written. And probably, I'm gonna say with Michael Jackson. That was a good ass song. You know what I'm saying? So.
Alright, thank you, Lords. Hey, Jacques Morels, aka Jacques, signing out from DJBooth TV. Catch you soon.